All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Cyrus Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members not only to the Cyrus Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but Black Power, Black Divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately to both channels, Cyrus and General. I want you to become a member. The link for memberships is right there in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculum powerhouse programs, certificate courses. The first one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, is for you, brother. Structure and guidance. Make sure you get over there, check that curriculum out. It'll give you all the lessons that is involved in the program. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream, where we meet up once a week discussing very powerful, important information pertinent to our growth and development. Get over there, check it out. It's an amazing program. For Rini Alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official, General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. Got something for you. Got a discount for you. Check it out. Shop and save, save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. You already know we got every subject that you can think of is there. No other website on the planet could compare, compete, become a member today. Everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. We got some 5 live streams coming up. Are there hillbilly cannibals hiding in the Appalachian Mountains? Very, man, amazing, mind-blowing videos attached to that presentation, guaranteed to blow the mind. Also, we got coming up, we're talking about the zoo types of ancient Egypt, the animal spirits of ancient Egypt, and the Ta-Netaru land and home of the gods and goddesses. Nobody dropping information like this. Make sure you get over there and get it. To all the family out there, donate to the General. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Those would like to donate, link right there in the chat. It's in the video description. Click it, donate. I thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasu Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, we just talking about today the case of the one they call Caysen Allison. Damn near the same situation as Karmelo Anthony. This white boy in high school, I think the same age, 17 years old, stabs another student in school, in the bathroom, kills him, stabs him 4 times. Just going to court 3 years later. You understand? Finally, just going to trial 3 years later. Been on house arrest for 3 years. Ain't even hit the radar. All these peoples out here got the smoke for Karmelo Anthony, no smoke for Caysen Allison. Wonder why? Same situation, saying he was defending himself. Got a knife in school. Stabbed the boy 3 times. 4 times. Kills him, and no outrage. Nobody's saying, you don't have no activists, no white activists out here saying that Caysen Allison should be going to jail for the rest of his life. No, no activists, no media outlets, no YouTubers out here that's really pounding the ground like they doing for Karmelo Anthony. I wonder why. And so we're going to start today to get some information on this subject, you see, and show you that it is most definitely a double standard out here when it comes to our people defending themselves. But see, when you talk about non-white, they looked at as animals. So, whatever you do, you did it because you had to do it. This has always been the excuse for why these things happen to non-whites. We was threatened. We had to defend ourselves and do no time. Do no damn time. So we're going to put this news report, just going to trial. Just going to trial. Where is this? Got this video here. Let me see where that video at. There you go. I see. Okay, let's get it in here.
High school student began today. The suspect, Caysen Allison, is accused of fatally stabbing fellow student Joe Ramirez in a Belton High bathroom back in 2022.
This comes after several trial delays and almost 3 years since the incident. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker was back at the courthouse. Sydney, what was today like?
The morning didn't really get started until around 9:30, and what followed was Allison pleading not guilty. The witnesses were called to testify today, but overall today gave us a clearer picture of what went down in Belton High School hallways that May 3rd day. The prosecutor began in their opening statements revealing there is a recording of the incident. They also said that the conflict between Joe and Caysen began after an incident at a prom after party, and that Joe swung at Caysen first, accompanied by 4 others in that bathroom.
So they cleared that, this guy, what is it, Ramirez or whatever, he swung on this guy, Caysen Allison, first. Same situation, same situation. And, and so he says it's self-defense, same as Karmelo Anthony, but everybody is saying that he had no right to do that. He should have ran. He should have, he should have put his hands up and fought and against 2 guys that happen to be 225 pounds apiece, 6 feet, and he weigh 130 pounds. And you mean to nobody gonna fight no guys 225 pounds and you 130 pounds. You gonna fight 2? You wound up, you in danger. You in damn danger. You expecting a young man, 130 pounds to fight 2 guys? 225 pounds, just one 225 pound guy. Break you up, damage you, break bones, you ain't got no win, ragdoll you, and so especially if you fight back and then they get enraged and put full pressure down on you, you see, you in threat of serious bodily injury. But see, they don't see that in the Karmelo Anthony case, yet and still this is what this, Caysen Allison is saying happened to him.
The defense countered by saying that Allison was not guilty of murder because, quote, Caysen survived what could have very well been death or bodily injury by a...
He said they saying because what he could have been seriously injured. You see, serious bodily injury. Listen to this now. We're going to bring it back.
back in 2022.
This comes after several trial delays and almost 3 years since the incident. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker was back at the courthouse. Sydney, what was today like?
The morning didn't really get started until around 9:30, and what followed was Allison pleading not guilty. The witnesses were called to testify today, but overall today gave us a clearer picture of what went down in Belton High School hallways that May 3rd day. The prosecutor began in their opening statements revealing there is a recording of the incident. They also said that the conflict between Joe and Caysen began after an incident at a prom after party and that Joe swung at Caysen first, accompanied by 4 others in that bathroom. The defense countered by saying that Allison was not guilty of murder because, quote, Caysen survived what could have very well been death or bodily injury by a group beatdown. The defense also made a motion to exclude photo and video evidence, which was denied by Judge Faulkner. The jury also...
They even tried to exclude the video. They got video of it and they want to exclude the video. I wonder why would they want to do that? If you got physical eyes, it must be speaking to something different than what he's saying.
The jury also saw security footage of the Belton High School hallways showing the students entering the bathroom and running out. This included video of Ramirez running out with a trail of blood behind him and eventually collapsing. Several witnesses took the stand today, including 911 dispatcher Amy Retz, security officer Philip Douglas Taylor, and teachers who responded to the scene. You can read more about the witnesses' testimony at kcentv.com. The trial is expected to continue tomorrow with more witnesses called to testify. I'll have more updates for you then. Live in Belton, Sydney Walker, 6 News.
Yeah, that's wild. That's really wild that this is almost the same situation. But see, they don't want you, anytime you got white people that end up dead, and he actually happened at school. Like, that's right. It did actually happen at school. And so why they ain't there? Turn the volume up on me or on the video? The video done. Ray, can you hear me or was it the video? He said, I know that white boy didn't hurt nobody. Is that it? Yeah. I believe that. Oh, with the video. Yeah, a lot of times when, I don't know who recorded them. I don't know if they had, I know if it was in the, I don't know if it had to be somebody on the phone because they shouldn't have no say the video was low. Let me see, was it? Yeah, that probably was high as it could get. That was about, okay. That about high as it could get because, when you be downloading these videos, whatever the quality of the video, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you ain't never, and you don't even hear this. What was he doing with a knife? He was already in violation because he was in school with a knife. You see what I'm saying? He was in school with a knife. You're so goddamn it, that right there is exposure. Off top. Ain't even no ifs, ands, or buts. You got a knife in school, that's exposure. Okay? And so, he done went to the bathroom, and so they probably ain't no telling what was going on. They all ended up in the bathroom at the same time. So he probably thought, and it didn't go like it was supposed to go. But he went in there with that knife. It was already premeditated. You know what I'm saying? It was already premeditated. And so they say Karmelo Anthony didn't even know the Metcalfs. This is what they saying. So he didn't. So if he didn't know him, then obviously it was not premeditated, even if he had a knife. But see, what they don't tell people is that, again, I heard another brother say, I think it was an introvert rock star, where in the South, everybody carry a knife. You see what I'm saying? My grandfather used to be like that. He had a knife on because, that's like, for Boy Scouts and shit like that, you keep a knife on you for almost anything. If you got to cut limbs off a tree, if you need to, for almost anything. It's like the number one tool that everybody, a hunter, a Boy Scout, a damn soldier, you're going to have a knife on you. And it's not for, and it could be for protection, but it's also a tool for many things outside of just self-defense. So people, and I see, when I was in Texas, I mean, they ride around with their guns right on the back of the car, all out in the open. You see what I'm saying? All out in the open. So, I mean, a knife, but, he had it at school. So that was premeditated that he had that knife. What was you going to do with it in school? You're not supposed to have a knife in school. And he had that, but nobody's screaming like, why did he have a knife on him? They talking about why Karmelo had a knife on him. Why are they not talking about why Allison, Caysen Allison had a knife on him in school? And so maybe he felt threatened. Maybe he needed it. Maybe he felt threatened. Maybe he felt his life, but that was premeditated. He felt that he needed to have it on the school campus. This is totally different than Karmelo Anthony, who didn't even know these guys. They appear out of nowhere, you understand, bullying and putting their hands on him. And they got video of it, and I would love to see what the video, they probably ain't going to release it until court. They probably not going to release it to court because they don't want to, but I done already heard a lot of these self-hating YouTubers saying that the video is going to say something other than what Peoples is saying. I would love to see the video at this time. I would love to see the video at this time and see what we have to understand. You cannot determine the severity of the situation like the person who's in it. I'm just not, two big ass 200 and they 225. I'm looking for something, period. I'm not fighting. Two guys. You know what I'm saying? And logically, you have to think before you even start that this, and like the guy said, who saw the situation, who came and said that both of them was bossing up on him. So it was not just Austin Metcalf. It was his twin brother too. What are we expecting if they get in a fight that his own twin brother not gonna help him? So he and from my understanding, maybe I'm wrong. I'm thinking it was more than just them two. You know what I'm saying? It was more than them two. But them two alone is already the odd is some insurmountable odds unless you got Bruce Lee. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know, unless you Bruce Lee or goddamn, maybe you raiding off a goddamn Mortal Kombat or some goddamn body that you gonna fight two guys that's over you 500 pounds. So they got over damn near 400 pounds on you, and you gonna sit up here and fight them. I'm looking for something. That's just all it is to it. I'm looking for something. Anything to keep y'all off of me. That's just all it is, too. That's just logical. You expecting, but see, this is what we expect. They don't, there any type of the loss of white life is not to be tolerated. Even when they in the wrong, it is not to be tolerated. But here in this incident, same situation almost. And this guy, Caysen Allison, got other variables that Karmelo didn't have. Because this guy actually got a knife on the campus, which is expulsion. That's expulsion. You're a threat you're a threat to the school at large, to the student body, the staff. You a threat. Ain't no telling. You might trip with all this shit that's going on, that no weaponry on the damn school campus should be tolerated. So right there, so what are you doing with this weapon on that campus like that? And then you stab this boy 4 times. You stabbed him 4 times. And so not just, and so Karmelo stabbed Austin Metcalf 1 time. And so this guy been sitting on house arrest for 3 years. They just coming to trial. They ain't even trying to push it to trial for real. You know, they ain't even trying to push it. They don't care. So, you know, the way it looked with that type of leniency, that this boy probably ain't gonna do nothing. Whatever, if he gets some time, even if he gets some time, you know, it's gonna be a slap on the wrist. What they'll do, they'll give him some time, and in 2 years, a year and a half, they'll be already out. They'll go before the board, the parole board, and they'll be right back out. They won't, you know, oh, he was good in prison. He was good, so we gonna let him out. He's 17 years old. Ain't no telling if they charging him as an adult. If they don't charge him as an adult, he gonna be out real soon. So you can just see where that's going. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, yeah, yeah, he been in, yeah. But anyway, family, most definitely keeping our eyes on this. Because if they think they're going to give him that type of leniency and drop the hammer on Carmelo Anthony, and they lying on them, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. So, family, hit the general up. Make sure you subscribe right now. Don't get off of here without subscribing. Go over to the general. If you're on the general, go over to Sarasun Seti. Hit the subscribe button. We got memberships. Hit some of them links up in the chat. Support the general as we continue to be out here on this battlefield swinging the sword of liberation for our people. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.